Plus, I can't see back there.
Welcome to the sales meeting. This is our last meeting of Bold.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. This is Bold, so that we can go to the Bold. The last 7 steps is today. So we will next week have a larger sales meeting, a little bit longer. This one, I tried to get some good stuff in here for you. I think you'll enjoy a little video that we're going to show for you in a bit. Tomorrow we have dot loop training with Renee here in the office. Friday, what is E-Edge with Jason Garcia. Time blocking and calendaring with Hector Martinez on Monday. Also on Monday, 3612-3, that's the intro. And then there'll be more classes on the 3612-3 coming up. Tuesday, October 14th, we have Lunch and Learn with Eric Anderson, and also Validity and Positioning with Simon Guy. So those are our meetings coming up. Come on in, ladies. Very Merry Unbirthday is Wednesday, October 15th. So that is coming up a week from today. And we're going to celebrate everybody's birthday all at one time here on the 3rd floor. Bring your favorite dish and join us for a potluck as we celebrate everybody's birthday. And it'll be immediately following the sales meeting next week. This week I will point out that we do have some refreshments there from Jimmy John's, so help yourself to those. We called and they got here very, very, very fast. Very fast. Country Club Mortgage, Barbara.
Sure, I'll just stay here since we got a small crowd this morning. Just a couple of things for you this morning. I'm not sure if, I think Leo spoke last week, I can't remember, and I think he covered for me, but USDA is still on hold. We have a postponement on their remapping, so we still have the green light at this point to continue with USDA, but boy, that can sneak up and bite us in the butt at any point. So if you've got clients looking in those rural areas, you should probably push to get them in contract if you can. Second of all, home path financing ended yesterday. I don't know if you knew that. It was really just hidden in their website. We just happened to find out by accident. I called on a client, but in fact their program ended yesterday. Home path is going to continue to market their product and their homes, but you're now going to have to do traditional financing. Now what that means is that you need to allow and think about repairs, because you know with a home path there was no MI and there was no property appraisal, so you didn't have to deal with value or repairs. Now that's not going to be the case. You're going to be looking at traditional, conventional, or FHA financing. So take that into consideration. And wanted to bring up, we're having some appraisal issues with value. Again, I can't stress enough, please get comps to the appraisers. When they call you to set the appointments, ask them if you can send comps to them, or would they prefer that you meet them at the house. But we are seeing low appraisals, and it is holding up the escrows while everything is renegotiated. And rates are good. Rates, FHA's at 3.875, conventional 4.3. How can it get any better? So that's all I've got.
Rates are, what was the FHA?
3.875.
Okay.
I mean, that's awesome.
Yeah, those are good rates. We just started the licensing school again for the 4th quarter. Wayne, do you have anything to share with us?
Gosh, lots of referrals to the class. Thank you so much. We got 27 in the class.
Wow.
We've had 2 classes, so if you got anyone that still wanted to crash into the class, there's still time, but not much. I hate to go much further and let people in since there's so much to absorb and learn as far as the all the terminology jargon that's thrown at them right off the bat. So if you have anybody like that, let me know, or just give me their name and I can start pulling them in for the next class, which is scheduled to begin Tuesday, January 13th. Okay.
Tuesday, January 13th. That will be the next one. Okay. Very good. And happy birthday to Shelby Dart, Doug Dart. And nice the way it worked out. They just celebrated their birthdays together. And then also Rudy Martinez turns 32 next week. We have, like I said, a video for you, and I think you'll enjoy it. It's a very short video. but we'll take a look at it.
Life is life. Life is an interesting journey of ups and downs. But how that journey ends is up to you today. You see, when you fall down, you feel like giving up. When times get tough, it's not the end. The question is, are you going to finish strong? The definition of a disability is something that will hinder you from being able to do something. I think, though, the greatest disability is not having no arms, no legs. The greatest disability is your mind, the choices that you make. The question is, are you going to make the right choices? Are you going to make the choice to have your life in its right perspective? Are you going to make the choice to get up instead of give up? Are you going to make the choice to dream big? There is no greater disability that we have in our life than to make the decision to give up. Because once you give up, then there is no hope. But until you give up, there is that hope. My passion is to encourage people, to inspire people to be all that they can be. I found my purpose, I found my strength, and I want you to find yours. Don't be afraid of failing. Every time you fall down, every time you fail, you learn something new. You're ready for the next one. You've learned how not to do something. Well, then learn from it and move on. Leave what's behind and press forward. You can only win if you don't give up. Go for it. Don't let anything hold you back. If nothing's holding me back, what's holding you back? No goal is too big. No dream is too far-fetched. It's as big as you can dream it. There are times in life where you don't see the purpose or the good in your situation. But just because you can't see it, it doesn't mean it's not coming. Who goes to the train station, looks down the railway and says, the train's not here, I'm leaving. You will wait for the train. Why? Because the schedule says that the train is coming. So just because you can't see the hope in your situation, it doesn't mean that it's not there. You see, many people think that I have only one foot, just because you can't see the other one. I've gone from a life without limbs into a life without limits. What about you?
That was Nick, and it didn't show this part, but it's interesting because he's able to answer the phone with his foot, puts it up to his ear, and he's a very interesting guy. We got a chance to hear him speak one time in person, and he's quite amazing. So what I wanted to do right now is just do a little mastermind while we have a chance. Lead generation, I know we're looking for listings and for buyers. Both are needed going into this third quarter. So I just want to ask you and throw it out there, what are some of the things that you're doing to lead generate? I mean, we think about lead generating and we think about making phone calls, which we do. But besides that, what are some of the things that you're doing? Yes.
I ask everywhere I go, the gas station, the restaurant, the car repair guy, who do you know? Who do you know who needs to buy or sell a home? And you get answers because they know somebody.
Right.
Just
Just
ask.
wherever you're at, grocery store.
They'll be a secret
right?
agent.
What else? What else are we doing? Mailers, Facebook, what? Yes.
I've been, we make our own greeting cards, and I've been making them and writing personal notes on them and sending them out and asking for business. And I sent 5 out and got 2 leads
Awesome.
since Friday.
Oh, wow. What is that? They're,
We just make our own, it's,
Personal note.
yeah, personal notes, we just have, sorry.
It's working.
There's one right now.
No, it's my.
Anyone else want to share what you're doing?
Kevin, I buy stuff on Facebook, buy placements on Facebook and ads and different types of things to generate leads.
Okay.
But also I'm finding out that the longer I get into this is, it's great to ask person if they need to buy or sell something, but I've kind of learned to add to that, you need to buy or sell real estate in the next 7 to 10 days, or the next 30 days.
Right.
Because working with people that just, you know,
Right.
it's great for 6 months down the road, but you're trying to make something happen right now.
So you know somebody that needs to buy or sell real estate in the next 30 days to see how motivated they are. Yeah. Good. Good. Anybody else? Or? No. Just sharing this, open this up so we can get ideas.
At open houses, I always talk to the other people that are coming in with their friend
Okay.
that's looking at an open house.
Idea.
And because sometimes they tag along.
Right.
And I just put one in Hasbro.
Oh, you did?
Yes.
From a friend?
From an open house.
Oh, wow.
That, they weren't even looking at the house that I was sitting at.
And you just asked them and they
I
were,
just talked to them and then I got their information and I set them up and then I sold them the house.
Wow.
It's not a big house, but
Yeah.
it's a house.
Wow.
It's not a high price house, but it's okay.
That's great. That's awesome. Thanks for sharing that. Anyone else? No? Get the deal, Judy.
No, it's just a difficult client.
Oh, okay. Good.
Does anybody have any of those?
Lessons learned. Anybody, someone should have something. We had the new RPA come out. I know a lot of us attended the class that Troy had on Monday. Anybody want to share anything? Yes, Wayne.
Think about meeting the appraiser or having your TC meet the appraiser just to make sure that they are aware of the amenities that the house has. Had one that was slam dunk to me, but the appraiser, when I met him out there, said, "Oh, I didn't realize it had a solar system, had a $70,000 solar system," and he didn't realize that it had any solar system. So I don't know if he didn't see it in the comments or what, but he totally could have missed that if it wasn't brought to his attention. So
I agree
could have
with
been an
that.
issue.
I just had an appraiser ask for location of hot water heaters. They're a big house and it had 3 Renai systems, no hot water heaters, and he didn't see any of those.
Oh, wow. Good, very good. Anybody else?
I'll share a lesson learned.
Yeah.
Because we're really good at, anyway, my house burned down 2 weeks ago.
Oh.
And we're really fortunate because we have 2 outbuildings and everything. But one of the things that I've always told my children is go through your house and take a picture of every room, pull the drawers open, but did I ever do that? No. So now I'm having to recreate every single piece of personal property that I have in my house. And you know I'm gonna miss a ton. So, anyway, just do that. And check your insurance policies. Because I'm really fortunate with that too, because we had a bad thing happen and I pumped up my insurance. So we're gonna be fine, but you never think it's not gonna happen to you.
You know, and also update whenever you buy something new. My house
Yeah.
is burned down, but a car went through the living room. And it got the garage, both cars in the living room a few years ago. And I had replacement costs.
Yeah.
And I had to prove, fortunately, because it wasn't a fire, a lot of it I could prove. A lot of it was in just one mangled mess. But even then, you still miss things. That I probably could have got another couple $100 or maybe even $1,000
Oh.
of stuff that, you know. But You know, because I hadn't updated some of the things
Mhm.
and where they were. You buy a new $1,000 computer or system or something and you don't bother to update it.
Right.
If it burns, it's your.
Very good, thank you for sharing that. Any other lessons learned? Okay. Buyers' wants and needs, buckets. Do we have any buckets? Does anybody have any buckets they want to fill?
I do.
Okay.
Last week I gave out some certificates, the cost of doing business. We missed 2 people, so I wanted to make sure they got recognized. One was Hector and one was Judy. So
All right.
here you are, Judy. This is extremely important, the cost of doing business, guys. Right now, federal and state are trying to take away the mortgage deduction.
Again,
That, I mean, they just do not give up. It keeps coming back and coming back. When you get those red alerts, please call your congressman, call your senator. I mean, it pays. It really helps. I know it's $149 and everything else, but it's money well spent. It's the cost of doing business. So just want to thank everybody who participated. And our MLS was second in the state for the size of our MLS for our participation. We were 21%. Well, let's get that up a little bit higher, so. All righty.
Very good. Thank you. Thank you very much, Ed. I have a couple buckets to fill. These came from the bucket downstairs. It says, to our culture committee for all their hard work in organizing events for all of us. Way to go, culture committee. You're appreciated. So for those of you that are on that, thank you very much. And I think you'll agree with this one. This came from Anonymous, but it says, Brittany is the best front desk girl. Always smiling and helpful. So, Brittany.
Yay.
Any other buckets we want to fill? Yes, Mike.
Yeah, I'd like to fill Danny and yours and Raina's bucket for referrals to the class. I think Danny is like the top referring person. So if I had an award for that, yeah. Thanks.
Very good. Good job, Danny. Good job, Brandon. Any other buckets? Buckets.
I have one.
Yes.
Kevin, I want to fill your bucket and say thank you again for donating some T-shirts to the golf tournament for the senior citizens in Lemoore. They were able to raise $5,000 for the senior citizens at
Awesome.
the golf tournament.
Good. Good. Thank you for sharing that. Thank you. That's awesome. Any other buckets? Yes, Ashley.
I'll fill Christy Harvey's bucket. I went into Tulare office and she got me all set up with everything. I mean, before I knew it, I had a key, the alarm code, everything, so I could use the Tulare office, and I thought that was really great.
Very good. These are good. Any other buckets? All right. Buyers, wants, and needs. Listings. Back on Mark. Yes, Wayne.
New listing in Beverly Glen, 711 Edwards Court, right off of Myrtle. Huge, super cute house. It's small, 1,250 square feet. It's been all redone, new, refinished hardwood floors, new roof, new windows. The electric's been all redone. Plantation shutters. Just a super cute house. It's $212,500 is the price. It's on a 10,000 plus foot lot, so it's huge, enormous backyard. The seller was actually contemplating adding on to it, so he's got plans that he would give to the next buyer for a large addition. So his backyard's plenty big enough to add on to the house, so help me sell it. It's on tour tomorrow, by the way, also, if you want to come see it.
All right. Very good. Yes.
Yes, I have my listing on Marson, 111 North Marson. The sellers are putting a new sod in the backyard. It is one of the Lennar homes that, not the Pinnacles, but just south of the Pinnacles, near the corner of 198 and Shirk, 4-year-old home. And the sellers are motivated. They have bought another home, not subject to, because they wouldn't do a contingency, but they have a 60-day escrow. So they're contemplating some price reduction next week. So if anyone has someone interested, feel free to we'll schedule an appointment, and it's easy to show.
Okay. Yes, Ashley.
Buyer want, I have a buyer that wants a resale on the next gen Lennar homes. I know they're just being built, but if anybody has a resale listing of the next generation, meaning the home and the home, let me know.
For Lennar. And that's in Tulare?
In Tulare,
In Tulare.
yes, resale.
Okay. Anybody else buyers, wants and needs? Price change? New listing? Anybody have any success stories? You guys figuring out the new RPA?
It's
Yeah.
a work in progress.
A lot of changes, huh?
Yeah, there's a few, I think the biggest ones, wood destroying pest addendum is going away. And the loan contingency to remain in effect till designated loans are funded is going away.
But we can write it.
But yeah, you can always write it in. I think that wood destroying pest addendum would be okay. It protects our sellers. We're not giving a blank check for a ton of work, which it probably should have come in a request for repairs anyway. So I think that'll help out. The loan contingency, take a look at that, make sure everybody's covered with that also.
It stands at 21 days right now.
Yeah, which is what the banks on REOs is requiring anyway. They aren't allowing it to go till it's funded.
Loan approval.
All my REOs are 20 days.
20 days. Okay. All right. Very good. Any other announcements before we close? Anybody else? We appreciate you being here. You guys make it an awesome day. Don't forget Jimmy.